what I say is that there is no excuse whatsoever for the looting and the violence. None whatsoever. I think to be able to protest is totally legitimate. It's totally reasonable. But I think that the looting is just, as the victim's father said, do not do this. It's not what my son, you're not helping. You're hurting. You're not helping my son. And there are certain things we're going to have to do as we move along. And I know the local folks in Philadelphia are thinking about it as well, and that is how we deal with, how do you diminish the prospect of lethal shooting in circumstances like the one we saw. That's going to be part of the commission I set up to determine how we deal with these changes. But there's no excuse for the looting. Yes, on both counts. Yes, I have a bill ready, number one. Number two, yes, I will work with Republicans. And yes, I do have a proposal that relates to how we can improve the Affordable Care Act beyond what it was before, which Barack and I wanted to do at the time, to add a public option, allowing people to keep their private insurance, if that's what they choose they want to do, making it more affordable to get a better plan, and in terms of a gold plan, all the different plans, you can make it more affordable, subsidizing it more, and fundamentally changing the way in which the cost of medication is. We're going to lower it by a significant amount, and I believe we can get help from Republicans as well. Well, why? Because I think they're seeing the reaction of the American people. Overwhelmingly, the American people think drug prices are too high. Even the president, he continued to lie about it, even the president acknowledged early on that he thought Medicare should be able to negotiate drug prices to lower prices overall. He hadn't done it. He doesn't mean it. But there's a lot of Republicans that do mean it. So I'm confident we can get it done. So thank you all very, very much.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.